Hello, 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 and welcome back, friends. Hi, Wall Street Brian with the Prime Gaming sub first thing. Thank you so much for that, Brian. 3 months in a row already together? That's amazing. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing good. Hello to Pink Sheep as well. Look at this, these new peeps coming in. Baby Orca's just going to have a shower and then she'll be back, she says. We got Uki in here. Hi, Uki. Hope you're doing good. And Scat is at his nephew's baseball game. That should be fun. Hello to Huaru or Hauru. How are you? I bet you that's how you're supposed to say it. Welcome in. And Ashley, hi. Kimmers, happy Sunday to you as well. We made it. We made it to the end of the week, friends. Hi, Zinc. Shark Boy, Merlion, welcome back. Hope everyone is doing good today. It is a gorgeous, sunny West Coast day out here, and happy to say that I got my coffee ready to go this morning, and we're gonna have a nice, chill Sunday stream. We like to keep it simple and easy for Sundays, and I've been doing a lot of channel point redemptions on Sundays for everyone, so that's been really fun too. Yeah, happy Sunday, Ashley. So that's what we're gonna do today. Hopefully Kiwi Mish pops in at some point because this one is for her. So she saved up 75,000 pots and pans points. That is on the left, bottom left of your chat window there. And you save those up as you watch the stream. It doesn't cost you anything. And one of the redemptions we have is you can ask me to make something for you live on stream. Yes, that's right, Mish. Happy birthday to your mom. Oh, you just got back home. Well, that's good. I was hoping that you wouldn't have to miss this at all. So yeah, this one's for you, Kiwi Mish. Thanks for requesting our Quiche Lorraine. And then I thought it would be really tasty to do a simple tomato lettuce salad, but then we're going to use up the bacon drippings from the quiche and make a bacon balsamic vinaigrette for this salad. Sammy's just checking out all the scenes. We're good to go because we're actually going to be baking the quiche outside in the Traeger. Since it's so hot again today, I don't want to heat it up in the house. It took forever to cool down. Hi, Night Wander. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I'm a little bit like sleepy after yesterday, but we got this. We'll power through, and well, we need to eat, so might as well cook, right? So cheers, friends. I hope everyone is doing good today. And yeah, just thank you for the amazing day yesterday. Not only when we were on front page, but just the whole 8-hour stream was insanity. Quick sip of coffee. I'm gonna put my hair back. Next pizza night is May 8th. Get yourself ready. We already have pre-orders for it, so serious business happening. Oh, we should definitely start the stream going over everybody's reviews of their food last night. There's so much to talk about. It's like one of my favorite parts after stream on Fridays and Saturdays is waiting for all the text messages to come in from our friends saying how much they liked the food. And actually we are we're gonna make 3 small quiches today, or like personal size, and Paul's gonna come and grab one. We messaged him last night and didn't hear anything back, and he messaged us this morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey guys, sorry, I fell asleep last night. Well, are you surprised? Because he ate both of those bars that we gave him, the millionaire bars. He was feeling like a millionaire. $1,000,000. Sammy.
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Loser. Yeah, favorite part would be sleeping after working your butt off and stuff in your face. G-bus. Okay, messages. And then we also had some people order for the first time yesterday, so that was really good. Okay, let's go here. So Zach's had the pizzas before. That was our first pickup. Our friend Zach, who's like closer to our age. He said it was great, bro. Simple. We don't need much more from him as long as he's happy. Okay, we haven't heard back from the one lady that ordered 4 pizzas. And she was the one that pre-ordered, but I'm not worried at all. It does sometimes take her a couple days to get back, so A-okay there. So our one friend Carlene, she said the pizza was delicious, thank you. Still haven't had dessert, but we're thinking we're going to soon. I love that. It's like, get in there. What are you waiting for? Speed, thank you so much, man. How have we been together for 16 months already? Yeah, no worries that you missed it. That is totally fine. I mean, it really, personally for me, it didn't feel that different. It's just numbers on a screen, right? But for the mods, it was a lot of work. So shout out to our mods in the channel. They are very powerful and organized. Yeah, she's still in the food coma after taking 4 pizzas straight to the brain. I hope you had a good weekend so far, Speed. You and the fam are doing good. Hello, Sharp Fox. And Simos. Hi, friends. Welcome back. Okay, next one. So, one for our friend Lynn. So she got a pepperoni and mush with only half on mush because she says her hubby is weird, which I totally love. She's like, my husband is kind of odd and doesn't enjoy mushrooms, so I'll take what he doesn't get. And she got a Caesar salad too. Nice. Currently playing with the kiddo. Gotta love that on Sundays, right? So I said, how was everything? She says, awesome as usual. Loved the Caesar salad. And was that your own bacon? She says, how do we buy some? I love doing that to them. So that was all good. And then our favorite AM Souk, who also you can see sometimes in chat. So if you see AM Souk as a username, say hi and also tell her how jealous you are of her. Okay. So AM says, another Kate and Sam success. Hello, Enfu. I mean, I don't consider myself a princess, but I'll take it, thanks. She says, my husband Scott went back for seconds. It was so tasty. No, it wasn't thin crust, which they have claimed that that's what they love most. She says, but it was the next best thing to it. A little too much tomato sauce for my liking, but this was not a problem as the smoky bacon in the salad had my taste buds in heaven. Also, thank you for the follow, Enfu. She says, it was a great surprise to have the dessert treat. You guys are the best. Thanks. Also, congratulations on your big success on Twitch. Well-deserved recognition, and we're very happy for you. She says, sorry I missed it, so she didn't pop in yesterday. It was 5 hours of gardening today, and Scott is a tough taskmaster, so there was no slacking off. So freaking good. And so Paul, everyone's favorite, chat's favorite. Paul says, everything is so good. Love the crunchy, fresh Caesar salad. Pizza, of course, was amazing. Just getting into coffee and dessert. Literally 10 minutes after that message, dessert is killer. Died. And that's it, friends. We did it. Okay, we got subs coming in here already. Thank you so much, Speed. 5 subs to the community. Building up food and drink on Twitch, as well as the kitchen crew. Who do we got coming in? XYZ. We got Nikki Bellheim, Anna Lee, Hollow, as well as Shadow. Welcome in, friends. And hi to Oiliana as well. Oh, I just realized. Let there be light. I was like, it looks a bit dark in here today. Hello, Shacked. I hope you are well. Yeah, that was the last order from him since he died. Exactly, Mish. That was it. No more Paul. No, we sent Paul a screenshot of when everyone was saying hi to him on stream yesterday. He loved it. Everyone's like, hi, Paul. So let's get into it. Like I said earlier, this is our menu going down today. So Quiche Lorraine, obviously it's a French dish. And this one is inspired by a very famous female chef, Julia Childs. No longer with us, so RIP, but she has inspired many people to start cooking. So flaky pastry, which I already had made. If you want to look back on, we have many VODs and YouTube videos where we make this flaky buttery pastry. It's from Sally's Baking Addiction, and the recipe is linked in our Discord. I didn't link it in chat today. Since we're not really making the pastry, we're just gonna roll it out. But still, homemade pastry is way better than buying it frozen. So let's just stick with that. And then inside of it, so it's baked with scrambled eggs and then crispy bacon, cheese, and then while that's going in the oven or in the Traeger outside, sorry, we'll just do a quick green salad up with tomatoes and then use up the bacon drippings to make a bacon balsamic vinaigrette. I think that'll be perfect.
200K pots and pans for Cook with Paul?
Cook with Paul? Oh my gosh. He would be honored, I bet. Honored. And thank you, Sammy, gifting this up to Shaft. Welcome to the kitchen crew. I would be so into that, Mish. Your elementary school bus driver was named Lorraine Palooza. It's funny the things you remember, right? And Jamoose, thank you for the follow too. Okay, let's get into it. I don't really need a prep list, but we'll make one anyways because I like to show you guys how to organize yourselves for ease of service and cooking. Yeah, how do you get there before we move? We gotta do some predictions. So it's kind of like gambling with the points, Mish. You're welcome. Yes, you are. Okay, so I actually don't ever recall making quiche. So let me also put this recipe here. It's not a difficult thing at all.
Mix the eggs and milk together, pour it over top the ingredients, put it in the oven.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see if there's any sneaky that she has in the recipe that I wouldn't think of. So first things first, we have to par bake the pie crust. So I'm just looking over the recipe we have linked here. Par bake that, so maybe I will take out those pastries right now. We'll take our pie tins over. This was actually Sammy's idea to do the individual ones, and I'm so into it. Yeah, because remember when we did the pot pies? We've done it before and I had it on the menu. Oh, nice, Mish. Well, a few years back. See, I don't even remember that. We've made so much stuff since then. So 3 little individual pastry crusts because we don't need a topper for these. It's just the bottom crust and then we fill it and bake it. And the eggs get all cheesy on top. And so it goes into this size of pie tin, which I believe is a 6-inch diameter. So we're gonna let these temp up. It's really difficult to roll out pastry dough when it is rock hard out of the fridge. Usually it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for this size, maybe closer to half an hour for a large regular size pie crust.
You've done 2 quiches on stream.
I've done 2 quiches on stream?
Cheddar quiche.
Yeah.
Ago,
yeah.
In this kitchen.
Whoa.
And actually both of them. And then he did a spring onion and cheddar quiche as well.
Crazy. I did not remember the quiche, but this quiche is for Mish. Very memorable.
When you first moved in this house.
Yeah, high five. Doing the background check, if you will. Who in chat right now, who's had quiche before? Or is it just a fun word to say for you? Okay, so we'll par bake the crust, and then while that is baking, it only takes about 8 minutes, she says, at 350 Fahrenheit. So I'll pop that onto our list as well. 350 F, 8 minutes, and we'll have to do a little bit of pie weights too. Sammy, what are you linking here? Jesus.
That was a C920 on top of, or holding onto the cabinet knob.
If you want to view a throwback video to where this stream was in the past,
The blender.
please click on that YouTube link. That's pretty epic. It sounds absolutely tasty. Thanks, Phil Pirate. You haven't had it in a while, but you like it? Yeah, that's the thing, is you kind of have to crave it, right? That's amazing looking, Sam. Spring onion and cheddar quiche. We did balsamic vinaigrette and Caesars. Yum. Fun. Also, thank you to everyone who subscribed to our YouTube yesterday too. We're over the 400 subscriber mark. I'm honored. Welcome back, Jerlo. Hope you're doing good today. It's so good to see all these people filing in from yesterday's front page stream. You came back for us, and I'm so happy you did. Used to get the quiche at the Bread Garden when that was a thing. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but Bread Garden sounds intriguing, Skookum Trooper. Is there bread in the garden? I'm in. Either way, I'm in. Okay, so yeah, she says, meanwhile, while the pie crusts are par baking, and we just par bake the crusts here to ensure that they don't get soggy on the very bottom of the pie shell, because it is a very wet mixture that we're baking. So this part of the crust is gonna take a long time if we don't par bake it. So just a few minutes in the oven first, and that way you don't get soggy pie crust, because that's not good either. It's supposed to be flaky, not soggy. Yeah, sounds like a dangerous place, right? Sounds good, Shaq. Yeah, go cozy up in bed. I know we have a few people here that do that. Like Mama Reagan, I saw earlier, she popped in. Hi, Mama. Because yeah, it gets a little bit late for some of you European folks, but thanks for hanging in there. Sacrificing your sleep for us. The Bread Garden was a failed BC coffee shop chain. Should we bring it back then? I feel like this needs to be brought back to life. Okay, I'm just gonna write down on the list, bacon. And then for the cheeses, we do a mixture. It is cheddar cheese, Parmesan or Asiago is what I'm gonna use. And then if you have Gruyere or Swiss, that works too. I think I have all of those in the fridge. Cheddar, Asiago, and Gruyere, so we'll grate those up. Are we near Vancouver? Yes, I can say that. So we're on Vancouver Island, which it takes us about 3 hours to get back to the mainland from the island. So not that quick, really, if you think about it on the ferry. Yes, Mish, sounds great. The coffee shop chain used to be huge. Whenabouts was that? Years ago, I'm sure. Okay, so we have our grated cheese. I am gonna leave the onion out of this today. That's just personal preference. If anything, you can either sneak some green onion or chives chopped up inside if you don't want to do the white onion, or you could also leave the chive or green onion to sprinkle as a garnish on top for like a more fresh flavor. So you got options here. The onion raid, that's literally us, Mish. And then the eggs get mixed with cream and milk, 1 cup of each, and then there is a little sprinkle of nutmeg in there. How French is that? Okay, so really we only have to prep the bacon, the cheddar, the pie crust, mix up our eggs with the dairy, season it, and then it gets baked. 350 Fahrenheit. For a regular size is 45 minutes to an hour. These individual sizes, I would say probably 25 minutes. Err on the side of caution for sure, because they don't really give us the timing for that size. She says if you notice the pie crust is browning too much while it's baking near the end, you can put a foil around the outside edge and that will help it to not get too dark. I've done it before, but the pastry that we make doesn't brown too much, I will say that. And then we do want to let this cool and kind of set up once it comes out of the oven, because it'll be rocking hot. And yeah, those eggs will just be better if we let it sit just like 5 minutes, that's it. No, it's always hard to wait to eat your food, but Pro tip right there. She says you can bake the quiche ahead of time as well and just keep it in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. It reheats really quickly. Another good thing to do. This would be good to make like little small quiches. Just make a bunch of them, even smaller tins if you wanted to, as like a meal prep item, and just take them out during the week and heat it up quickly in the morning for yourself. Easy peasy. You're eating good that way for sure. Hello, Half Imposter. How are you doing today? Okay, let's get into it, friends. And then I guess in the bottom part of our list here, we'll do the salad. So I'll just do greens, we'll wash up, tomato, and then our bacon balsamic vinaigrette. The bacon balsamic vinaigrette, I did not link a recipe for that today, but it is typed up and linked in our Discord. So search for it there, because I typed it up in PDF. It's our own recipe from a previous restaurant endeavor. Really, really good brunch salad. Good morning, White Dove. Good to see you. Prefer quiches cold. That's interesting, Mish. But you also don't enjoy scrambled eggs, so that's probably why. Sammy's not a scrambled egg person either, so I would be curious to hear his side of that too. Maybe he feels the same way as you. I feel like I have a little sneaky sneeze here. It might be from the sun coming in. If I do though, I'll just quickly mute. So far so good though. Okay, so pastry crusts are almost good enough for us to roll out. I just have them on a nice warm part on the counter. So we gotta prep the tins, or for the crust, we have to weigh it down when it par bakes in the oven. So we're just gonna cut little squares of parchment, and then I have some baking beans. So literally just dry beans that I've used to weigh down the parchment in the crust, that's it. All about the small curd scramble. I actually like the bigger curd scramble. I like the more texture. I find the small curd, yeah, I don't know what it is with me, Paloozer, but it's a big texture thing for me that I don't love. Maybe it tastes like kind of grainy, I don't know. Doggo's just staring in here. Let me get her. We've not seen her yet. Papa. Papa, it's another nice day. Okay, let's get us some parchment paper. We'll grab our kitchen shears. I have to think about where the baking beans are. I like eggs. So do we, Nike. And yeah, sometimes on Sundays we do brunch things, which is really fun. I enjoy it. I think my bacon beans are over here. I could be wrong though. Yes, I was right, friends. And I literally just have them labeled baking beans. And so these were dried kidney beans that I've used in the past. Let's get into it. I feel like the recipe might make extra filling for this amount of tins today. So I might eyeball it and kind of doctor it up myself so I don't have extra filling at the end. I just want to make enough for these 3 doughs and that's it. Okay. Is this gonna be able to fit 3 squares? No, just 2. Okay, so I'll do a double. We'll do that. Thanks, friends, for contributing to the Kate Plays Lego Challenge. That's gonna be a fun one. I appreciate that. Here, I'll just fold it in half first. Get more of an even cut. And then again. Doggo, the parchment, she's like, are we grating cheese? Her tail starts wagging as I'm cutting it. Do you like cheese? Are you here for the cheeses or the meatus? Okay, there's that. And then once we have the pastry rolled, so the pastry goes into here, we'll press it nice and flat and then just basically put this in, pour a little bit of the beans in to weigh it down. And doing this step, so the pastry, when there's nothing inside of it to bake, is it wants to kind of puff up and bubble up. And then you're gonna lose your surface area to fill with the quiche. So that's why we weigh it down. So the beans keep everything down and it bakes really evenly that way. And some people also say doing the par bake on the crust helps it from like falling in, but I've never had an instance where that would end up happening. So I don't think you have to worry about that at all. Hi Jiggles, Ray Coma, how are you doing? And Barracuda, welcome back. Dogs do the same thing every time you mention chicken. Yeah, they have a pretty amazing vocabulary, I will say that. Other thing we can get right now is our rolling pin ready to go. And I'm gonna roll everything out just on my board here. Just gonna give this a little scrape off, because there's some residual stuff on here from last time. And then we can get the oven preheating for the par bake. And then it's bacon and cheese time. Heck yeah. Okay, that's all cleaned up. Let that dry off for a bit. Okay, you need to go? I got you. She's like, nothing big happening in here yet. I'll come check back later. Not anything exciting happening in here yet. Okay, flour time. And who in chat has attempted making their own pie dough before? Have you attempted making your own pie crust ever? And did you feel like it was worth it? That's a good one to ask. Hi Relic, welcome back. Yeah, we're still at prepping phase. Work is all cleaned up. Yeah, good evening. You buy pre-made meat, that's okay. And I'm sure the crust that you get where you are probably so much better, just because that's how Europe is, than like the pre-made ones we get here. I'm just gonna move this up a bit. There we go. Knapsack, you make your homemade crust? Yeah, now that I have started doing it, it's really hard for me to go back. Yes, Jiggles, that's right. Just over the holidays, and you found that it was worth it. I'm so happy to hear that. That's the one knapsack, exactly. So that's the exact one that I use as well. Sally's Baking Addiction is her flaky pie crust recipe. Yeah, acknowledging the awesomeness. Okay, these feel pretty good, especially this one. Got all like soft there somehow. So away we go. I'm gonna turn the oven on as well, now that I know we're close to baking. Or will the Traeger only take about 13 minutes too? To 350? Sam?
Pardon?
Will the Traeger only take about 15 minutes to heat up to 350 as well?
Probably earlier, yeah.
Okay, I'll go heat up the Traeger.
Sorry, you said it for a second. Good for now.
Doot, 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 doot. Al fresco today. I think I'm actually just gonna pop this door open now since I'm in the kitchen. I'm able to make sure that there's no Kritschkis that sneak in. It is definitely a beautiful day. Okay, so I just press this. Turn the dial to 350 Fahrenheit. Press it. And then ignite. Always check. There's nothing in it. Good to go. I know, it's so green, hey? Good morning, Bonk. Welcome in. And hello, Shamrock. Happy belated birthday to you. I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. I know, right? That's how I felt this morning too, Bonk. It's like I could use a couple more hours, but don't really want to mess with the sleep schedule. Just enough flour that the pastry won't stick to wherever you're rolling it out. Nice, it was good. That is great to hear. And actually this one, just because it's so soft there, I'm actually going to put it into the fridge for a sec, because that's just gonna cause problems and a bit of stickage. I know it. Let's not fool around with it. 4 nights of karaoke in a row. Yeah, can you even talk now, Bonk? Greatest hits. Do a little rub around, get it all floured up, make sure nothing's gonna stick, and then away we go. Easy peasy. Oh, stream yesterday was so much fun. We had 4 hype trains over the 8 hours. We destroyed the hype train in the whole endeavor, which was hilarious. It was clipped, so go and check the channel clips for that one. I actually had to go back and watch and see where it did derail. And yeah, lots of great engagement from all the people that found us. And there's a bunch of people that have already come back to visit today. So everyone that's come back from front page stream yesterday, feel free to say hi. Say, hey, I'm new here. Just gonna give that a flip and see how I kind of keep it moving around as I roll it out. I just do that to make sure that it's not sticking at any point. Hi, Katniss, welcome in. I want to say, Katniss, I used your little pot holder or trivet, whatever you want to call it. I used it the other day on stream and it worked great. So thank you very much. All of my other 3 trivets were in use, and I was like, well, this is the perfect time to use the one that we got handmade for us. Protect the counter.
You pull up here.
There's a new pull-up? Okay, sounds good. So guys, I'm rolling this out. I usually go about a 1/4 inch thick. Don't want to go too thick because then the pastry doesn't go into the tin nice, and then you don't want to go too thin because then you won't really have any structure later on, right? Yeah, we broke the hype train yesterday. Who is here since yesterday? I've been here a while, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna be excited to see how that poll ends up. That's true. Okay, so take our tin, got our pastry all good, and well, we know it's good pastry where you can literally see the butter streaks through it, right? So that's what that is in the middle of that crust. So gently pick it up. You can also tell this one, it sat in the fridge, the pastry, a week. And it is starting to get a bit dry because it's flaking around the edges a touch. So I would not leave pastry in the fridge for more than a week before using it up, because it looks like it starts to degrade over time with everything. And then gently work it into here. It'll be really hard to work your pastry into the tin if it's cold as well. But then it also gets really messy if the pastry gets too warm. So there is a happy medium that we're looking for. A full hour after just recovering, Bonk. Yeah, thank you so much for everything. All of you mods yesterday. I think you guys actually had a tougher stream than I did, seriously. That was really, really busy. And because of what you guys did in chat, I was able to really focus and make that stream what it should be. So just thanks, friends. Mod love for sure. Okay, so see how I kind of worked it into the bottom and then I pressed it against the sides to fill everything out. Now we can press it down, give it a nice little press and trim up the edges. And I think we'll just, I don't know if we'll crimp them. I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I will trim it up. So just take a paring knife, even a butter knife works too. And just go in there until you hit the pie tin, and then we just trim off the excess crust. Beautiful. And then I think I'm still gonna do a little fork crimp around here because it does help to keep it onto the pie shell as well. Hey, Rabbit Man with the raid, welcome in. I hope you're doing good today. Hope you had a great stream and feel free to let us know what you got up to on stream as well. Hi, Chef Eva B. Lauren was keeping you updated. That's good. Thanks, Lauren. And hello, Elmijor. And Yukon Bear. Yeah, you came back. Welcome back. Okay, let's grab a fork. Starting to smell the Traeger heating up.
Yep.
Wonderful smell of pellets. Okay, so we only want to press this little amount here, right? So I usually kind of hold the pie tin with this one hand and then just do a press and then turn. Wow. And I don't know if these will take the full 8 minutes to par bake. So we just want it like barely golden brown at that point. Because then you have to remember that it's gonna get baked again with the eggs in it. So that's why she said if it does get too dark, you can put some foil on the outside. No, we're not ready yet. I have to do some pie weights. Oh, okay, you can put it in the fridge then. I wasn't going to, but thank you. So Sam's gonna put that in the fridge just so it stays nice and chilled while we keep rolling out the other one. So let's get some more flour back into our station.
375 still gallons or no?
Well, no, 'cause we're just doing a par bake so that the bottom doesn't get soggy from the eggs.
Okay.
And then we do another like 25 minutes to bake it through.
Okay.
The poll ended. So 64% of everyone in chat right now has been here a while. Who's been here since yesterday? So we had about 38%. That's amazing, friends. Yeah, welcome in. Everyone that came back. Hello, Maliat. Did Paul enjoy his pizza? Oh, he did, Shamrock. We put him to bed early. Yeah, he died on us last night. Yes, 32% came back. Exactly, Orca. Aaron watching, thanks for the follow. Oh yeah, my little fuzzy. I've been asked before, Eva, if it was like a little mouse or something like that. But it's just so, like, if I hit the mic, it's not a really loud noise, or if we're outside and it's windy, it doesn't get distorted or anything like that. I've been in an inspiration slump recently regarding cooking. Any suggestions for easy meals? Well, this is a pretty easy one. And then one redemption coming up that we're gonna do together here, which I think we're gonna do another cookery day with the Real Bonkman's next pots and pans redemption for the menu. Is, I believe you did a chicken rice casserole, right, Bonk? And so I found in the Maddie Matheson cookbook that we just read through a few weeks ago for our community redemption, there's a cheesy chicken curry and broccoli casserole that looked so dang good. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, you know what? I think this will be perfect. Just gets baked in one pan. It could not be easier. I've had my fair share of those growing up. Yeah, Maddie. One pan cooking. One pan wonders, I usually call them. Does sound good, Relic. Yeah, the outside of this pastry getting a little flaky, but that's okay. I think it's still gonna taste better than anything from the store. Oh, careful, we had a bit of stickage there. Okay, seems like this is rolled out pretty even. Let's grab our other pie tin and away we go. Yeah, casseroles are so easy. Or if you don't want rice in the casserole, you can put like little potato cubes or hash browns to buff it out, which is really good too. Nice jiggles. 11 months. 11 months following Cook with Kate. So press it all down into the bottom first. And then we even out the sides. Okay, now we press the sides up. Make sure there's no like wrinkles in it, let's say. Oh no, it was so buttery there that it's flaking apart already on us. Okay, now we press along the edge and then we'll trim it and crimp it. And then we just have one more. Zucchini and yellow squash, just box stuffing mix. Ooh, I really like stuffed squash. Mish. Yeah, sub for 9 months, but only following for 21 hours. Ban. Did you unfollow when Sam timed you out? That's epic, Mish. That's worse than a murder. That was his punishment? It doesn't even hurt him though, it hurts me. I feel that in my soul. Next one. Done. Doot-dee-doot. So cute. Oh my gosh, please don't say Brie in chat. Please. Have you mods not had enough of this weekend yet? Okay, I'm just gonna grab that other pastry that I put in the fridge because it was getting too soft. Brie is bae. Yes, Ray. Mish, please. You missed something, Katniss? It's been an interesting weekend. A lot of shenanigans have been going down, but it's been so fun. We had an entire war in chat the other day of like Brie lovers versus haters. And here Nike comes saying a hot dog's a sandwich. Chat, I know it's the last day of the stream for the week. Stay strong here, please.
I don't know if we can.
You can't do it, man.
Do it.
Never any fun had here.
Nope.
It's Trog. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Unbelievable, Merlion says. I love it. Hey, here was a deep thought that Sam and myself had yesterday after the crazy front page stream. We were like, what if we finish the food truck fund before we end up like going to get it in the summer, so end of June. If we finish the food truck fund, Sammy will do a hot tub stream before we leave. Does that sound like a good redemption for the end of it? A poll for me? Okay, what's going on here? Shamrock, what? Brie, yes. Hot tub, Sammy grilling stream. Yeah, I'll get Sam a red plaid bikini to wear and a blow up axe, so it'll be lumberjack Sam with shrimps on the Barbie. I already have it set up. I've gone too far, Bonk. It has to happen now, I think. From the background sounds like he's definitely into it. Okay, let's trim up the edges again. Got it all nicely pressed into the tin. Only if he eats brie while in there. Oh my gosh, don't drop the brie in the hot tub.
They're not the blooms, it's the brie.
Wait, I just took it one bit farther. What if you put the ANOVA in the hot tub and you cook something in it while you're in there? Sous vide Sam, if you will. Okay, that's the end of that conversation. I'm sorry.
It would fit outside.
Fondue in the hot tub?
At least I'd be doing something. You'd learn something at least.
Yeah.
Still.
Educational cooking stream.
Yeah.
People can dress however they want. We're cooking from a special location that day. Needs to happen, Zinc. Too far. Yeah, we're not toasting the nuts in the hot tub. Soggy Sammy cosplay. Okay, I don't have to put this one in the fridge. We're done with pastry stuff now, so clean up the area a bit before we go any further.
Click on the link.
Click the link. Yes, exactly. Well, I said I wanted to dress him up in like a little shrimp costume. It would be super cute. It's like the little orange costume. Very tasteful. Hello, Tamshin. And where do we get the special crimping tools? You mean the fork? Are you being silly? Yes, people are so saucy. Hey, Bog, I think it's, well, for us, it's been the sunshine. That's felt so, so good. I don't know what else. That's all I could think of. I got another container with extra pastry snacks. I think we'll be making some cinnamon sugar snackies later.
Put it on the board right now.
Put on the board right now?
Yeah, I'll put it at the same time.
Okay. Okay. Just gonna grab a bench scraper or dough scraper just to clean up this mess real quick. And then away we go. If a shrimp saw Sam in the costume, terrified. Yeah. I think so too, Bong. Yeah, the return of the Roaring 20s. Okay, we gotta wipe up the board. We gotta wipe up our apron. We're a floury mess. An octopus, that would be a cool one too, Orca. Holy. This thing is going in the wash tonight. It's done some work this weekend. But I do really love how you can just wipe anything off of this apron and it looks brand new after. Pretty crazy. The octopus one. Oh man, yeah, how would that work while grilling? Don't light a tentacle on fire. Just grabbing the two other crusts. Okay, and now we have our prepared parchment that we did first thing. Like I said, just kind of get it set in that shape. So I don't want to poke the paper really into the pastry, right? So get it all on the bottom, and then if we open up our baking beans. Hello, one friend called Justin. Yeah, the octopus costume, disaster waiting to happen. What dis?
Oh, got the package.
Oh, nice. Buttink. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to ask anyone. So is anyone on Twitter? And do you follow Twitch? Because they made a hilarious video with me in it yesterday. You guys remember, I think it was the last front page stream when we were talking about onions and then Alexa starts chiming in and teaching us about onions. Yeah, that's what Twitch did for their food and drink month video. But it's not as bad as, everyone knows Claire Coffee in here, I'm sure too, right? So Claire's, they clipped her of actual, pretty sure it was a real toot when she was doing Chubby Bunny. Hilarious. Maybe it was a sound effect. Look at that perfect little amount of beaners. So yeah, it's just gonna hold down the bottom of the crust so it doesn't puff up. And we can maximize what we put into it afterwards. Beautiful. You can also buy pie weights. But as usual, I don't really like to buy one-use items for the kitchen. And I always kind of have dried beans around, right? So I think to make this easy, we'll just put these onto a little pan to bring outside. Who does a better Julia Child impression, me or Sam? I'm not that good at impressions other than like maybe Italian accents. But other than that, I can't really do French or English accents. Nothing like that. 61% of people said yes to Brie. I like it. And hi, Greek. How are you doing?
I can do chewy.
Yeah, Sammy's the best chewy ever. Actually, I think I'll just carry those out. Oh, Sam said we gotta do the cinnamon sugar pastry though first. Do you think I need parchment on this? Probably for the pastry. You love it, Bong? Hey, it made me laugh, so I guess that works. I can't do Newfie, no, because I've never like been out there, Skookum. I wish.
I can't even do that. They're just.
They're different.
Yeah, they're different. Monica could probably do it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that part too, Orca. You want a countdown or just pie in the face from Drunken Buddha? Okay, so these are all scraps. This top part is from today's crust. So we're just gonna lay these out and then sprinkle. We'll do a mixture of cinnamon and sugar. Then we get little cinnamon sugar pastry snacks. Some of the smaller pieces might burn, but that's fine. But I'd rather attempt to get something out of this than throw it out, right? Because food is food. Not everyone in the world has access to it the way that we do, so let's not throw it out. These ones are a bit cold because they were in the fridge, so just tear them up. Probably like a 15-minute bake time on that.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, the cat from Cooking with Noobs, or Cooking for Noobs. Really adorable. It sounded real, right, Nike? The toot sound? I don't know, though. I don't really want to ask. I feel like that's a weird thing. Okay, this is a full pan of cinnamon sugar pastry snacks. Maybe Paul will get some of that too. Yes. Ah, it's running. Sugar, sugar. Just white sugar. And we'll do ground cinnamon. The other option, if you didn't want to go sweet, you could go savory and do like cheese and herbs and garlic sprinkled over, and that would be really good. Let's just grab a little container. Probably sprinkle about half a cup of sugar, maybe less, a third cup of sugar. And then, oh shit, a teaspoon of cinnamon. We'll just mix that up. This is what we're doing. What, Mish? What's up? Rinsei, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, I swore. Hey, we're not on front page anymore. Sometimes stuff is scary. What can I say? Distribute this nice and evenly over the pastry bits, and whatever goes onto the bottom, like doesn't hit the pastry, it's just gonna caramelize anyway, so don't worry too much about that. It's gonna be delicious. I swear on front page too, But I feel like the swear that I say is not bad ones. Like, it's no different, the swears, than what you see on everyday TV that people's kids watch. To me, like, saying shit is not too much of a swear anymore. I've heard it for years. Let's just say that. Swear when I had like 8,000 viewers. Guys, don't call me out like that, okay?
You're already off. You're like, I'm off the stage.
Exactly.
You said it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah. We're good. Super common, informal. Oh, shit. I don't know. It just sneaks out. I usually have mine to mature only. We can switch it back now. But I feel like we've been getting more people in by not having it on here. Because for the most part, we're all well behaved. Okay, done with the flour. Done and done with that. Now we can finally go outside, take all this goodness, and bake it up. And I will set an 8-minute timer. I think that these pie crusts will take that long. Yeah, exactly, Orca. Just gonna put the pies on top of the sheet pan. Commingling. Perfect. 360. Might actually turn it up a bit more. I'm gonna do 370. Because I felt in the past that it bakes a little bit lower. So we'll do all the pie crust in the middle rack here on their own. And then get the sheet pan of our Cinna Sugar pastry biddies on this bottom part here, closer to all the heat. We'll just keep our eye on that. So I'll set an 8-minute timer for our little crusts, and then we'll come and grab them. Just a quick little par bake. Eight minutes on the clock. Hello, Lauren. How are you? Yeah, your mom used to wash your mouths out when you swore, and then she just gave up. The camera yesterday, I think it just got tired. Greek, by the end of the stream, the camera's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. It just starts lagging. And yeah, hi, Miss Orange Green. Oh, really? That's cool, Orca. In the Netherlands, you guys don't bleep up swears on TV. I like that. Okay, pie crust, par bake, 350 Fahrenheit, 8 minutes. While that's going, let's prepare. We can get cooking up our bacon, because we do have to cook the bacon before it gets mixed into the egg base. Let's say, is you don't just put raw bacon into it, because then it will literally be like soggy and a very weird texture when the quiche bakes, and it'll also release moisture into the eggs, which will or could potentially mess with the texture of everything in the end. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Lauren, but I hope you're doing good. Let us know if there's anything you need, either if you just need someone to talk to. We're here for you too. You smell something off? Okay, sounds good, Orca. All right, I'm gonna grab our bacon strips. Very bacony weekend. Very bacony. Probably just gonna use half of this. Yeah, Orca's mod, watch out, friends. Got the baby Orca mod. Yeah, tempered in the fires of front page. So this is our homemade bacon. Maple and black pepper. as well as salt and sugar. So that's how it looks. It's basically a week process to make this. I think I'm just gonna cut this in half though. That'll be more than enough for us today. Put the other half back in. Just into a container actually. And now there's kind of two sides to the bacon if you look at it. Like a couple different versions. I think it was just cut in half though, but yeah, you can see how meaty that part is. It looks so good. And then this side is a bit more fatty. This bacon that we make, we've tested it in the fridge and it lasts even uncovered. So we did like the worst possible test that we could do for everyone is we left a slice of bacon just uncovered in the fridge. It took 3 weeks for it to finally like start to smell a little bit off, but it still didn't mold or anything like that, which is pretty impressive because yeah, pretty sure store-bought bacon would not last that long at all. Okay, so this is already sliced, right? So we just have to cut it a bit smaller. I like the width of this one, so I'm just gonna cut this in half to match it up with that. Then we get a nice even distribution. And then we're just gonna start frying this up in a pan. I think I'll cut these, this is about 1 inch by 1/2 inch pieces, and then we get really nice distribution all throughout the quiche. Where do we smoke the bacon? We started by using the big green egg, but we have streamlined it since then, and we actually do it on the Traeger now. Find it cooks more evenly that way. Just gonna wash this up with some soap and water. Good afternoon, old crazy uncle. Good to see you in here. So yeah, the bacon is cured for 6 days and then it gets smoked for 24 hours. Nice cold smoke. Yeah, the magic of curing. Wood is pretty magical to cook with, I will say that. It's like a natural preserving agent almost. Uncovered bacon in the fridge always dries out in like 2 days on you. Definitely at store-bought that was wrapped go funky in about 1.5 weeks. Thanks for that, Jiggles. And that's the thing, is most bacon in the store is only brined for a few hours, not actually even smoked. It's just infused with liquid smoke. And with that brine, so it weighs more from that, but then when you cook it up, it's absolutely terrible. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. Okay, let's go over to the stove top and we'll get our pan going. A little frying pan of bacon. Deja vu from yesterday. And then all of the bacon fat that we get from here is gonna be used for the dressing, or like a good bit of it. So don't get rid of the bacon drippings. Just grab this spoon holder and a spoon. Slotted spoon. Yeah, you have leftover bacon? That's possible? Yeah, go big or go home. And that is true too, Greek. Yeah, if you get butcher bacon, like from a butcher's shop, it is different. It is different than if you just get it from a mass packaged supplier, let's say. Go big at home, exactly, Paloozer. Okay, so slotted spoon just so we can cook the bacon evenly. Just bring that board over here. And so yeah, we'll fry this on up and then it just gets mixed into the egg base after. So we will need a bowl or just a little plate to reserve the crispy bacon once it's been rendered of the fat. So I'll bring that over. And we might just make the dressing in the pan. I guess we'll see. We'll see how much fat ends up being in there. At a country store that cured pork like salt back, sitting at room temperature. Just cut off however much you needed for your recipe and they'd weigh it. Whoa, that sounds really cool. Yeah, that is something you don't always see anymore, for sure. Okay, bacon's getting crossed off the list. Next thing we'll roll into is the cheeses. Okay, let's go check on the pastries. Bring my hot cloth. Check in the pastries. That's an 8 minutes. Oh yeah, that's looking good. It'll definitely need longer, but I think all of our little pie tins are done. Yeah, it's just starting to turn golden. Just pop all of those out. Swirl just to keep it baking nice and even. It's looking good though. No colorage on it yet, so that's why I think it needs a bit longer still. I think I might turn it up. I'm gonna turn it up to 420 to finish those off, and that way we'll get some color on them. So I'll bring our little pastries in. Just gonna slide them over for myself. And then those can cool off. We'll take the beans out and then they're ready to be filled. Hey! Who said you can have a bar for breakfast? Yeah, the Traeger does go rawr, doesn't it? Rawr. This sneaker. But I will say, like, my tummy is grumbling too. What is that? That's Millionaire Bar that we made yesterday on stream. The recipe's in Discord. It's from I Am Baker. Make you feel like $1,000,000 when you eat them. Cool those little guys off. I was gonna ask that just now.
Tastes way better today.
The bars taste better today, Sammy says. If that's even possible. Okay, let's go back over to the stove. Yeah, shortbread, caramel, chocolate, and flake salt. That's trouble. Bonk knows. Sammy, can you please do for yourself just for the pastry outside?
Yeah.
6 minutes. Nice. Our pan is hot. Actually, I like to kind of crumble. If I do sliced bacon and then I chop it, I kind of crumble it to separate the pieces a bit easier. Let's do that. Totally love making breakfast stuff on stream on Sundays. Happy, happy sizzles. Okay, now we can wash up our hands. And this is just on a medium heat on the stove top. Not too high, not too low. Kate and Bacon must-see TV. Hey, thanks for that. I'm ready to poop. Thanks for those kind words. Lauren, you got such faith in my knowledge, but you always still worry about my fingers near hot or sharp stuff. Yeah, Bonk knows what's going on here. And that's why I always say it, is when you're in the kitchen, always assume everything is hot or sharp. Like, I already go into it knowing that, Lauren. So thank you for caring about me, though, like that. Because, yeah, that totally shows that you genuinely are like, hey, careful. But, yeah, I'm okay. It's okay. And that's exactly it. So you think that our fingers get burnt from like cooking and touching that sort of stuff like I do, but they actually get to this point by doing dishes in restaurant kitchens, because the dishwasher water to wash the dishes in a 2-minute cycle is insanely hot, to the point where you can't touch the dishes when it first comes out of it. But you have really no choice because you got to keep putting the loads through. So yeah, I remember like the first 2 weeks of working in a kitchen, I almost had blisters on every single fingertip. But then eventually it gets better and yeah, it's less painful. Fun. Do you want to become a chef yet?
No!
Aw, I look forward to it so much too, Lauren. And like, you looking forward to it, me looking forward to it. Obviously, we're doing something awesome here all together. You did the dishes, Bonk, in one of those 2-minute industrial dishwashers way back when.
One time?
Yeah, just that one time. Well, probably when he was doing Garlic Fest, I would say. Let's give this a stir. Looks like we're starting to render out some fats. Yeah, we're not gonna have room for a dishwasher on the food truck. We will be the dishwasher. So, 2 main things that you need for a proper sanitized and food inspected commissary kitchen is you need a 3-bay sink where you're able to rinse, wash, and sanitize your dishes, all 3 steps. As well as you need a small hand wash sink so that if your kitchen sink is dirty and full, well, you're not washing your hands over that stuff, right? So those are the 2 main things that we have to have, and really everything else is kind of up to us. Turn this fan on so it doesn't smell like bacon in here forever. Not that that's really a bad thing. Crux, first 2 apartments didn't have dishwashers. It was no fun. No, it really isn't. Like, that's kind of the worst part about cooking, is doing the dishes after, right? No one wants to do that. But it does show like respect to the food and the process of cooking when you do take pride in cleaning up afterwards, right? We're getting there. Couple more minutes on this. I gotta let those crusts cool off a bit anyways before we put any fillings in. I think I'll grab the cheeses out that we need next. So Gruyere, cheddar, and I'll do some Asiago. Nice little trio. Oh, 100% Katniss. Yeah, if we are doing whatever, a pop-up, or if we need to use like takeaway containers, we'll definitely be doing the compostable route. Everything like that, because yeah, they do make it possible. Every single serving device can be composted now. It's great. But I think for the most part, we would love to just be able to have the reusable dishes still. Okay, we got our cheeses. I'll get our grater all ready to go as well. Putting the sugar away. Spinach risotto, yum. You made too much and you ate it for 3 days. Yeah, that's a lot of risotto, Orca. Will we serve drinks? Yeah, we'll serve like packaged drinks for sure. You make a lot of money off of stuff like that in food service. It's crazy. But I don't think that we'll have an alcohol license. I don't think that's something that we'll need. Don't plan on serving alcoholic beverages at all. Nor am I a bartender of any sorts. I cook food. Although I totally do respect bartenders. I think they're basically as good as a chef is, just with alcohol and other flavorings, which maybe is a bit more difficult. Yeah, bartend and stream, let's go. Is it true restaurants oversalt their food in a bit to sell more drinks? I've never heard of that, Orca, but doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. But yeah, I would never do that. That would be weird. I've never been told to do it by any chefs or anything like that either, so I guess I've just worked at pretty good places. Hazardous Analysis Critical Control Point. HACCP. Yeah, HACCP certified. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have a massive binder. I'm excited to put it together. I really am. I like doing that sort of stuff. Yeah, that is true, Merlion. Don't really mind eating the same thing a couple days in a row. And that's the thing, if you made it yourself, it should be really tasty, right? We're getting really close here. And I don't recommend cooking the bacon too crispy. Definitely leave some uncrisp bits in there because it's still gonna cook up a bit more in the eggs, right? We don't want it too dry, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So maybe a minute or two more and then we'll start taking that out. We also kind of tell when the bacon's close to being done because the fat starts to foam up. Rhubarb syrup with seltzer as a specialty soda. Yes, yeah. Because yeah, I really like that rhubarb syrup. Bacon gummy bears. Welcome back, JK Fighter. Today we are making, ouch, that was hot. Today we're making up some quiche. So a pastry crust, which we just took off of, or out of the oven, and they're cooling now. So we did a par bake, and then we're just frying up our bacon for the filling, and we'll grate up some cheddar, Gruyere, and Asiago cheeses. And then that gets mixed with scrambled eggs, cream, and milk, as well as a little salt and pepper, and it gets baked. So basically like a baked egg pie, we can call this. But it's been made better because there's bacon and cheese in it. Can't really go wrong with that. And we're doing it in individual portions today to see how it turns out. That's a good amount of bacon fat for sure to make the dressing. So now we can just let that cool off. Same with the bacon. So come on over here. So there's that, all drained of the extra fat, and it's like semi-crisp, I would say. Just put that aside for now. Yeah, today we're making out. I will also say I got a little caramel kiss yesterday from those Millionaire bars. I got a little blister. It's like, oh, we got real yesterday. Fast food places, oh, definitely oversalted. The soda pops. those sody pops. Ooh.
Down again?
Yes. Oh, nice. Only one part kind of got overcooked.
Yeah, I just had to turn it down.
You know what, guys? I think I'm just gonna take that little bitly of the cheddar and then I can vacuum seal that back up. Cinnamon sugar pastry bits. Pardon me.
Back down to 350.
Do 360, please. Yeah, save it. We're gonna be making a bacon balsamic dressing crux. It's one of my favorite things to make salad at breakfast time exciting. So Le Gruyere, nice funky aged Swiss cheese. That would be my choice rather than Emmental. Do a little chunk of that off. It's pretty strong. I'll do that. And then there is an outside rind here, so a little waxy bit that protects the cheese as it ages, so we just cut that off.
I agree with Candace. That's not enough cheese.
Guys, we're only making the 3 small things. If you mess up the ratio with the eggs, it won't set up. I'm sorry. Please don't hate on Kate. Trust. That, exactly. Bonk's solving problems here. You can always add more cheese on top once it's baked. Bold garlic, welcome in. I think you might be safe here. Thank you for that follow. And welcome back, okay. Okay, time, okay. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Okay, Asiago as well. So this is more creamy for cheese. And then these are both more salty and funky. So that's why we do a little bit less of each of those. Cheese, the 8th wonder of the world. Agreed. Yeah, Minuteman, happy Sunday. The mods were 11 out of 10. I could not agree more. Seriously, I think they had it harder than I did yesterday. Just gonna rinse the knife because the cheesy bits like to stick on there. You've got your new shades finally, and you're just waking up? Awesome. Like blinds? That's so exciting. And yeah, that's an important thing, right? Because if the sun is beaming in the morning, it'll wake you up, no matter if you're ready or not. Okay, let's grate this up. And then we can make the base. Mix up the eggy base. We'll whip up our eggs, add the milk and the cream. And then we can add our cooled bacon and cheese. It goes into the crust. And then while those are baking, we'll do up our homemade bacon balsamic vinaigrette together and get some greens and tomatoes. Because health, we like to have balanced meals here. Did someone say the B word? Favorite Sunday usually contains some vroom. Did you guys watch, Kate? Okay, next one, the Gruyere. The funk. This is gonna be more cheese than we need for these. Seriously. There's not that much to really fill in that pastry crust. You guys are just used to me making like 12 pies at a time. So yeah, it seems like there's not enough cheese. Yeah, Hattie, where did the 20,000 people go? Back to the other front pages. Good one, Orca. Okay, next, Asiago. One of my favorite cheeses. Was I more nervous or business as usual?
Business as usual.
I think I was pretty serious business yesterday.
High alert.
Yeah.
Mods were all stressed yesterday.
Yeah, mods were stressing out. I was concerned for them. The only thing that I really had to pay attention to or focus on was not paying attention to the stupid things that people were saying.
Yeah, literally just.
Because then that would distract me. So as long as I just stayed focused on what was happening, I was good.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that can easily throw you off. Okay, that's a happy little trio there. Just going to, well, we can give it a little mix up as well. Yum. Yeah, that's a good looking ratio. That is a lot of cheese, guys. I'm gonna mix up the eggs first, and then we'll add this after. I'm not gonna start with the cheese in the bowl. Because like we said, if there's too much cheese in the egg base, it's not gonna set up. Aw, thank you so much, Merlion. Hey, everything good takes time. That's what we always say. And yeah, we're slowly building up the community that we all want, right?
I don't want 20K viewers.
Yeah. Thanks, Bunk. It's your new weekend or favorite weekend thing. Thanks, Katniss. Okay, let's grab a bowl. We'll get egg in. We'll get milk and cream. We're using duck eggs today, friends. Who has had the wonderful pleasure of experiencing duck eggs before? Orca, nope. Okay, so they come in a regular carton, right? Because we always return them. This is how they look. So you can see some of them are kind of a blue shell. Other ones are more of a white shell, and they're kind of all different sizes. So we go to a local property here. Let's say it's not necessarily a farm, but they have horses and chickens and ducks, and they're just absolutely wonderful people that we like to support. And the eggs are so, so good. We pay $7 for a dozen, and the typical duck egg is actually about 1.5 times a large chicken egg, so actually get more than a dozen. So she says in the recipe to do 4 eggs. I think I'll do 1 egg like per quiche. So I'm only gonna do 3 of the duck eggs. And then like I said, they're also larger. So that's something we gotta keep in mind. And then the one thing about farm eggs that I know is always crack it in a separate bowl first and then transfer where you're gonna mix it, because sometimes it's a bit off. You bought a double yolk duck egg from the Asian market. It made a huge omelet. Did they actually sell it as a double yolk? That's cool. Oh, that's nice, Bonk. Nice fresh chicken eggs from the guest ranch. Cooked some up and ate them last night. I'm sure that was a nice treat. Minuteman had duck eggs about 3 weeks ago. Awesome. Why are they white? I think ducks eat like a lot of vegetable scraps and stuff like that, and maybe some grains. That's a good one. Yeah, they're more rich than chicken eggs. And then the other difference is duck eggs are basic. This one's gonna roll on us, isn't it? Duck eggs are basic in properties, whereas chicken eggs are acidic in properties. That's why chicken eggs have that like sulfuric smell and sometimes taste too, I find. Duck eggs don't have any of that. They taste very clean, and then the yolk is very kind of custardy and rich. A lot thicker than the chicken egg yolk.
Are we still thinking around 132 for Paul, or can I...
Oh, I'm thinking so, Sam.
Okay.
I just said I would let him know when to come grab it.
Okay.
It didn't sound like he was doing much today.
Sometimes he is better.
Yeah. Welcome back, Scat. Back and not working. I love to hear it. How did your nephew's baseball game go? It was baseball, right? That's what you said? $1.50 per double yolk duck egg? That's not bad. It's not a bad price. Yeah, teaching you guys something new all the time here. Let's grab a whisk. I like to whip the eggs first and then add the dairy. That way we can get the white and the yolk really kind of creamed together. Nice one, 17-7, that's awesome. Well, the supermarkets here don't even really sell duck eggs, I would say. So don't feel bad about that, Orca. It's kind of a one-off. And it's something that we've only started to experience since we've come out to this province. So then we're gonna have to do some work when we go to Alberta. Find a duck egg supplier, maybe.
I think pretty good.
Oh, Sam says maybe he already has one. Well, then there you go. Oh, nice.
I'm working on getting our supply line before we even get there.
Good job.
What my job is.
Do you ever wash the cutting board in the sink? It looks massive. I don't, so I just scrub it in place here and then lift it up and wash underneath because, yeah, it is so heavy. So yeah, I scrub it usually with soap and water, and then I just use the metal scraper to scrape that top layer off, and then I wipe that and give it one more rinse, let it dry, oil it. And that's how you keep a board nice and sanitized. Personal favorite type of food to prepare? I think it's homemade pasta. I really love making pasta, like fresh egg and flour. It's so, so good. Okay, so she does 1 cup each of milk and cream. I think I'll just do half of that. So half a cup each, and then we'll mix in the cheese and bacon and see how that distributes into our little pastry crusts. I bet you feta cheese would be good in a quiche too. Like a spinach and feta. Yum. I can't be better than you in making homemade pasta. Why not? Oh, yum, Merlion. Yeah, see, there we go. Feta and roasted pumpkin. Sounds great. So there's our milk. Next up is our heavy cream. And I'm gonna do a couple cracks of black pepper to season it through. Orca needs a pee break before me. I'm actually so proud of myself right now. Oh, I love emotes too. Especially all the new ones we just added. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to a spoon. I'll just grab the spoon in here. I switched away from the whisk because now that we're gonna add the cheese and the bacon in, it will get caught into the whisk. So switch to a spoon or a spatula. Veggie quiche, yeah. You can add a lot of different veggies, right? Okay, I'm just thinking about this. Yeah, we're gonna add all the bacon. Healthy amount of bacon in each one, yep. No skimping on the fillings here. Let's start with that much cheese. We'll give it a mix and see how it looks. Also just gauging the amount that I have in the bowl. Because like I said, I don't really want any extra left over because I don't have any more crust to fill. So just enough filling for what we need. Quite a happy ratio that I see here though so far. I don't think we have too much cheese or bacon. Distribute that black pepper all throughout as well. And then I don't even think I'm gonna add any salt because the bacon's salty, Asiago cheese is salty, same with Gruyere, has a bit of salt in it. Bring these little crusts over and we'll take the baking beans out. So there you go. We got all this extra cheese that you could potentially put on top if you felt like it needed more after baking. Oh, that would be good, Merlion. Yeah, if you had any leftover filling, you can kind of fry it up as an omelet for sure. So yeah, just lift up the parchment. Now you can see what went on there. So it just kind of par baked and that just helped it along so it wasn't gonna be soggy after baking with the eggs. I think that really does help. Doesn't really look like much happened, but it did. And now we can resave those beans for another time. Get these all commingled together. And then distribute the filling. I'll kind of just try to pour it in, I think. Yeah, snack omelet. What would happen if you accidentally cooked the baking beans after they've been baking beans for several pies? I don't know, Katniss. That's why I just saved them for that. I don't know if they'll still cook up after, right? That was something I thought about too. So that's why I just save the same ones over and over. Find nothing really happens to them. Okay, gonna go for a good scoop of the fill-in stuff. I think we should distribute that mostly first in the crusts and then top with whatever egg. I'm gonna do some nice chopped chives on top for garnish and fresh flavor. I think I'm gonna do one more egg whipped. I'll mix it with a bit of cream and just pour it over the top. Because we're just a bit short. Would like to really get it up to the top part of the pastry there. But I don't think it's necessary that we have any more bacon or cheese in the filling, okay guys? Can see how it's already poking out, like this is stuffed. Probably already have too much in here. But we're not going back now. We are fully committed to this bacon and cheese quiche endeavor. I don't know why I rinsed that bowl because I could have whipped the egg in it, but that's fine. Just grab another small one. And hi, Cookie. Cleaning and cooking in the kitchen with us in the background. Sounds wonderful. Hope you're having a great Sunday. And hello to Finn as well. Hope you're also having a wonderful Sunday. Okay, one more egg. Whip it good. Just gonna whip it with a fork. That'll be easiest. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, mix up the egg first. Then we can add a touch of cream to it and top up whatever we need. And then these are gonna go bake. And we'll work on our salad with bacon, balsamic, vinaigrette. And hello, Scoots. Good to see you today. There we go. No stringy egg whites left or custardy yolks sticking around. Do a little pour. Yeah, I feel like Sunday is always a bit of a cleaning day, isn't it?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yum. Scrambled egg mixed with cream, so good. Okay, this one's the lowest. That's better. A little in that one, and then a little in this one. Just kind of give that a little stir up with our fork as well. Most bacon and egg or a cheesy quiche ever. Bacon, cheesy eggs. Okay, now we gotta go back outside. Just put these on a cutting board to transfer. All of the sheet pans are gone out of the house for the people's pizzas. So this is what we're working with today. And yeah, I think this will set up baking at 360 Fahrenheit. About 25 minutes, I'm gonna say. I guess we'll see. Why don't we set a 15-minute timer and then we'll go from there. Nice, Barnes and Noble's downstairs makes really good quiche. Now you wanna go get one? You should. Okay, let's go outside. Careful as you're transporting too, so you don't spill it. I think we'll bake them at the same point in that little middle rack here. Seem to bake nice and even up there. Let's set a 15-minute timer. Hello? How are you? Good. Good? Soaking up the sun. Guys, Mamacita's going by. She's doing some yard work. Okay, back in here, we'll set our 15-minute timer. And then we'll go check on them at that point. Do not need the cutting board anymore. That was just for transportation purposes. Complete. Oh no. The VOD for the wedding doesn't work anymore? That's fine. I didn't know about that. Kind of does make sense though. I'm sure it got deleted. We're almost at a year, right?
I thought we had did we have just a clip of it? Or no?
I don't know. I thought we had a clip too. I'm confused. Okay, let me catch up here while I was outside. Oh yes, there it is, Merlion. I was looking for your question there. Do I have any favorite dishes from like Polish or Ukrainian food? Well, I heckin' love cabbage rolls and pierogies. Nalesnike, like the little crepes with cheese in them, are really, really good. And obviously Polish sausage. Yeah, I got a lot of favorite things. Something in the video, oh, it for sure got DMCA'd, I bet. Because we had background music on during the wedding, right, Bonk? 100%. Does that mean we got a strike then, though? Because I never saw anything updated. I've been watching. Okay, milk and cream away. And I think I'll pop that cheese just into a container for now to get it off of the cutting board. Yeah, cabbage rolls are life. I've made many, many of those in my time. Mish, you call cabbage rolls dog puppies? That's funny. Yeah, the great Twitch DMCA purge happened a few months ago, so yeah. Tam says, do you prefer an electric or gas stove? Honestly, I don't mind. This is just an electric glass stovetop, and it's pretty wonderful to cook with. I use a lot of cast iron pans though, which hold the heat well. I think is really important if you're using an electric stovetop. Other than that though, yeah, like I cooked a lot with gas stoves in restaurants, right? It's nice for like that instant heat or not, and you can really control the temperature with the flame just by looking at it. But then gas stovetops are more difficult to clean. So kind of have to weigh out the pros and cons. They were one of your mom's favorites. Well, that's good, BC. Olden times, Danes were starved, so they wrapped puppies in cabbage leaves and ate them, or no? Mish, what? Mish, please. Okay, salad time. I'm gonna grab some greens, tomato, and then we'll do our dressing. Yeah, right, Bonk? Gas stoves, difficult to clean. You need to clean yours, but you keep looking at it and it's like, no. Gas is probably better for the environment in Canada, you're saying? It would be interesting to see a comparison for sure. It's like the way that I always think of it, I would love to be able to like run a kitchen off of solar if that was possible, right? So like at some points electric can be more sustainable than gas. Yeah, the hack, put aluminum foil around the pits. It does work. We do that a lot in restaurants and it does kind of cut down the clean time, but then you're wasting aluminum foil. So there's another thing to think about, right? There's so many pros and cons. I think it's important to see both sides of this scenario. That's how you make the best choice. Okay, this one head of lettuce I'm grabbing needs a little love. So don't say anything bad about it. It'll get sad. But it still looks really delicious. Yeah, gas can also be a bit dangerous to have in the house. You know, it can explode and stuff. Yeah, I think actually a house that we helped work on, like renovate, is the homeowner refused to have anything gas in the house because they had a really bad experience when they were younger and like had something blow up. And ever since then, they're just like, nope, absolutely no gas allowed. So like, it kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, Mish, see, that totally makes sense. Yeah, gas is not good for people that have like memory problems and stuff like that. I know, so we've been having little deers, or not really little deers, we've been having a deer family pop in the back area of our yard where it's not fenced. And they come in like graze on all the plants and stuff down there, and we've been putting a few compost things that we thought they would like, and yeah, they're cleaning it up for us. It's been great. She's got babies, so I'm making sure she's well fed until she has the fawns. And then after that, they can go on their own way. Actually, blacktail. So they're really small, relic, compared to the whitetails. So yeah, now that I have all of the bad or sad looking pieces of lettuce off of here, just like to pick them off. We'll take all of the leaves off of the head and we'll chop them up, and then we'll give them a wash, spin any excess moisture off so that the dressing can stick. And then away we go. I think I have made cabbage rolls on stream before. I can't really remember though. I know we've made pierogies together. It's like one of my first ever streams as well. Maybe I have not made cabbage rolls on stream. Possibly not, but it is definitely something that my mom and I have done together before. Made lots and lots of pans.
Cabbage rolls with your mom.
We did, didn't we, Sam?
Yeah.
Trying to think. Yeah, you only have whitetail there in New York, and that's like where Sam grew up, is lots of whitetail as well. And yes, yeah, we do have a garden with food. So like I could have picked the lettuce for this salad today from the garden, but I'm not participating in garden activities this year because we're gonna be moving. And it is something I really love to do, is grow food and teach you guys how to do that. But yeah, I would get super sad if I like spent all that effort and time on the garden and then in the middle of summer just leave and not like be able to reap benefits. So yeah, I'll leave that for my parents to soak on up. Okay, so to cut up the lettuce, I like to stack up leaves that are similar size. I'm still taking off some of these rusted parts here. Rusty lettuce. And then chop through them in a nice stack, and that just cuts down our prep time. Yeah, when we first moved to the island here, I volunteered at a organic farm. I think it was about half a year. I worked there, was it twice a week, Sam, or 3 times? I think it was Tuesdays and Thursdays, if I can remember. And that's how I learned to grow food a lot better, like more streamlined, as well as the one thing I got from volunteering there is I always got to take home nice fresh produce to use on the stream afterwards. So I'm very grateful for that experience. And BB Bubs, welcome in, dude. Holy heck, 1 more month and you get a VIP badge. Thank you for your services here. And can we get a shout out for the BB Bubs, a fellow food and drink streamer as well? How's the Sunday going? Orca says, have you ever made dolmas, rolled up wine leaves filled with rice? Yes, I've done them in culinary school, not done them since then, but I enjoy them. I do enjoy, though, having other people make them for me. Okay, let's just cut a few lengthwise pieces here, and then we'll come back across. I'm big on, when we eat salad, is the lettuce can't be massive in the bowl. Make it easy to eat, so You already feel like a rabbit when you're eating the salad, right? So don't make it any more awkward than it already is. And then if you notice there's any random big pieces left over, just tear it up. You're just relaxing. That sounds great, man. I cannot wait to go do that later. Watch the Grand Prix with Sammy. They're racing in Italy this weekend. See how that turned out. Please, no spoilers. I'll hate you forever. And yeah, other than that, I'm just ready to kick back. It's been an insane weekend. From what you read, the race was interesting. Isn't it always though, Orca, if we think about it? There's always something crazy that usually happens. JK Fighter, spending time here instead of studying for your exam tomorrow? Oh, please, I can't be held reliable if you don't do well. But also happy to say that that's why I usually plan shorter Sunday streams, more simple items, just so that, yeah, we've already spent a ton of time together all weekend. At least have half of the Sunday to go do something. Crux says Spider-Man dies at the end of the Grand Prix. No! Not Peter Parker. Yeah, presto, spoiler. A car crossed the finish line at the end of the race. Not saying that all cars finished, but there was definitely one that crossed the finish line. Good to hear, good to hear. And hi Titan, how are you doing? Guys, we have 2 minutes left on our timer before we go back and check the quiche. Yeah, the lights were red and green. And then at one point, the red lights, they went out. They might have waved a checkered flag. Wait, Spider-Man dies at the end and then Tony Stark doesn't even finish? I can't even imagine this reality right now. Well, I still remember, I don't know what track it was, Orca, but there was one race where I think there was about 8 cars or something that were out. It's like maybe 12 that finished. Not typically the case. But the announcers always get so silly when that happens. Yeah, what are we talking about? I'm not really too sure, JK Fighter. I'm just going along with it. Just some more fun and shenanigans. It's out of my control. Okay, we're just gonna pop this washed up lettuce into a bowl, and I just wanna show you, so that's why we spin it after we wash it, because that's about half a cup of water that we would have eaten with our salad, I guess. Usually I pour that first bit of water out and spin it one more time just to be sure. 2K21 Pilot, thank you for that follow. Oh man, Orca. JCFC, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in all of our new friends. Okay, that timer's about to go off, I know it. And yeah, we're gonna have lawnmower noises when I go outside, but do not be alarmed. It's okay. It's A-okay. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go peek. Bring in my hot cloths. Yeah, it might be loud. Probably not, though. She is literally right beside the Traeger, though, so I'm gonna give her a moment. It's like the smallest piece of grass ever to mow there. It's great. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna mute it. I'm just gonna mute it. But we'll still peek. It's looking good, guys. So yeah, I just muted it because it's super loud there for a sec. So you saw me do the little jiggle test. Definitely jiggly wiggly in the middle still. So I think I'm gonna do, I kind of want to do another 10, but I don't want the pastry crust to brown in that 10 minutes because it can go pretty quick sometimes. So why don't I do another 8 minutes and then we'll go peek again. That should be good. Does everything get a smoky taste on the grills, Faye? Good question. It depends on the temperature that you cook it at in there. And then there's also a setting like a super smoke so you can really get it smoky, but usually when we're cooking around like 350 and anything higher than that, you don't get too much of the smoke flavor from the pellets, which is kind of nice actually. And then the lower temps, you definitely get a little bit more smoke. Hello, Chuck. Yeah, our extra lawn veggies today, exactly. Hope you are doing good. Yeah, you're welcome, Faye. And that is that specific Traeger as well. Is not all Traegers go from the low temp of 165 Fahrenheit all the way up to 500 Fahrenheit. So we got that one in mind so we can just do so many more things in it. Thought that would be smart, right? Okay, let's finish up our salad. Grab some tomatoes. And then we'll do our dressing. Hey, thank you so much, John1982, gifting the sub to Faye for Pay. Welcome to the kitchen crew, Faye for Pay. And yeah, keep those questions coming in. We're all here to learn together. Holy Chuck, 11-kilometer bike ride. By the way, this is my husband's parents, so my father-in-law. 11-kilometer bike ride now, and it's pouring rain. Well, good thing you got that bike ride in then, hey? Some good-looking rabbit food speed. Thank you, dude. I mean, it is getting covered in a bacon dressing, so let's not get too carried away with the health here. I'm gonna do a little steel on my knife before I cut the tomatoes. I think that's smart. And this just helps to keep the edge on your knife blade in between sharpenings. This is maintenance. This is not how you sharpen a knife, but it is how you maintain a sharp blade with the proper edge. Trying to post pics on Discord, but it's being slow. What the heck, Titan? How can you keep a salad fresh for 2 to 3 days? I would recommend always to not dress it if you feel like you're gonna have extra. And then the other thing, if it's just the salad greens on their own and they've been washed, is it does help if you pack things with like a towel inside of the bag to wick away any extra moisture, because I find that's usually how fresh produce goes bad quickly in the fridge, is if something gets wet and then it starts to disintegrate after that. But then you also don't want stuff too dry where it dries out, right? So there's definitely the happy medium. Jordy, bacon is healthy. I mean, everything in moderation, right? That's what we usually go for here. Okay, so we cut all the cores out of the tomatoes, and now I'm just gonna do little wedges. That's so exciting, Scooter! A FedEx tree. Wait, what kind of tree did you get? I'm sorry if you said it the other day and I missed it. Pop those on there now. Keep all the juices off of the board. Hello, Vune. I'm doing really good. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by as well. There we go. Maybe I'll just lay these out a little bit nicer now, so they can absorb the bacon balsamic vinaigrette. Yum. Okay, give this a little wipe up. Yummy. I've totally been craving adobo. I've totally been craving it, but I've only ever made it with pork belly and not chicken. I think I gotta try it with chicken, Vune. Chicken was so tender, it fell off of the bones. Unreal. Yeah, I bet it was so darn good. Oh, a lemon lime beaded tree. 3 to 4 feet tall, and it stays in the house. I've always wanted to try that. I'm jealous, Suits, but also very happy for you. Presto says, Kate, should boredom strike after F1? You should check the recipe video you posted to Discord. I saw it this morning, but I was too busy. I didn't want to get behind and start stream late. I did see it though. I got a lot of things to actually do administration-wise after. Thank you for the reminder. Stressing me out. Think you should try one of the recipes in the video on stream? Okay. I'll check it out for sure. Aw, thanks, Lauren. Thank you. Ordered a chicken burger. It had skin on. The flesh was dark and it tasted off. Last time you're ordering chicken, if you get sick, you know why. What the heck, Orca? That sounds weird. And hi, La Costa. Happy Sunday, as well as chips for dinner. Man, Jen, this weather outside is like straight up summertime. I hope you and Waffles are just taking it all in. Looks like a full chicken leg on a burger. Well, if they did it right, it should be delish, right? Okay, let's pop this in the fridge so it stays nice and crisp and fresh. And then, do I need anything from in here for our dressing? Yes. We need some garlic, as well as thyme. That is the herb. Hello, Suki. Please don't try any of them. Okay. Enjoy the hilarity that the dude decided they were recipes worth sharing. Okay, I'm in. Thank you for that. Yeah, so much time outside. We've been trying to as well, definitely, like in between cooking and stuff. Okay, so we got garlic and thyme. I got 20 seconds on the timer for the quiche, so I'm not gonna get into anything too crazy yet. We're gonna make this up in the NutriBullet today, the little blender, because I'm making a smaller amount. So I'll grab that over for us, as well as the bottle to pour the finished dressing into. Set this up. And away we go. Okay, let's go back and check on it one more time. And I don't have to mute it this time. Hey, Lloyd Pan. Melfina, yeah, welcome back. You were lurking. Gonna try and get one of those pans. So thank you, Orca, for posting the link there. That is our Amazon affiliate link, so it helps us out too. And I will say thank you to everyone that did order the pans yesterday. We have 9 things to ship out still. So we'll let you guys know kind of what we've made off of each item, because we just started doing these affiliate links this weekend. That's the grazer, Sammy. It's Sunday. It's good. Okay, I'm gonna switch this up. Gotta go check the quiche for the miche. I think we can keep this open again too. It's safe. Oh, it's looking better. They're getting kind of like puffed up. Okay, so see how this one is way less jiggle, and then that one's still got a little bit? I'm just gonna lift this up so I can grab it. This one might be done actually, just going by that. I really think it might be, or at least 1 minute, that's it. 1 or 2 more moments. This one's definitely a bit runny in the middle. Yeah, we'll leave this one there. Give it a little turn. This one, if we pop it over, it shouldn't brown too much more than that. So for the one on the right, a minute or 2, that is it. The one on the far left, probably 5. Doggo's running. She's like, don't close the door, Kate.
Let me in.
Don't. It really does sound like a jet engine. I love it. Okay, sounds good, Katniss. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care this week, and hopefully we'll see you on Thursday coming up. Oh, we were checking the quiche for the miche. That's all that was, miche. And hi, Hassan. Hi as well to Dante. Welcome back. Yeah, blame Sammy. Still a thing. Okay, bacon balsamic vinaigrette. Let's get into it. And thank you very much, Benji. Yeah, that is our newer piece of cooking equipment, and we really love it. Plug that baby in, and I think this is the moment where I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. So hold tight. Okay, I'm back, friends. I'm back. Pics are loaded up in the Discords. What is this all about? Gotta stay updated, otherwise I feel like I fall behind. Oh, Dust Pirate is grilling. Beautiful. Cool, Titan. Really nice photos of the bees. Queen cell. Current queen and the other bees will leave, and then the new queen will lay eggs. What? And make her own new colony? Very, very cool. Thank you for posting that. Love to see that sort of stuff. You're 800 points? Away from 75K, Nike. That's always exciting. Do you have an idea yet of what you're gonna request? Okay. You know what? Before we get into this, I'm gonna go grab that one other quiche because it should be done. So I'll just go quickly grab it and then I'll show you how it looks here. Hold tight. And then that can start to chill out for us. And when we're done the dressing, we can eat up because the quiche has to rest for usually 5 to 10 minutes. Set those eggies and cheeses on up. Actually seems like they're all good now. They are all good. Okay, so that was about, I think, a half an hour bake time. And I did them at 360 Fahrenheit instead of 350. I did 10 degrees hotter. Turn that off. Bring those in. They look good. I like the little cheese like splotches where it browned up. Ouch. Doot-dee-doot. It's beautiful. It got a little bit brown there, but that's okay. Still tasty regardless. And then you see the bacon peeking out. So post those up on the trivet. Yeah, Titan is such a pots and pans hoarder. Watch your pots and pans, chat. He'll come and get them. Look at that timing for Paul. Around 1:30 to 2 p.m. It's 1:21. I think this one turned out the best. Just like nice even coloring all around. And yeah, there's no jiggle left at all. Okay, that means there's no more dilly-dallying either. And hi, Chef MDT and Carsees. Gotta admit, you're in the UK, you've never barbecued quiche before. That looks banging, even at 9:20 p.m. Thank you, Jay. And I'm happy that we could do that for you today. Okay, so for the dressing, bacon balsamic vinaigrette, a little bit of fresh garlic, some fresh thyme. I'm gonna go for a smaller clove here if possible. Probably just do that one. Doing a smaller batch, maybe we'll do both of those then. So fresh garlic, fresh thyme, and then we do bacon fat. Balance out the bacon fat with a little bit of brown sugar is what I usually use, and then balsamic vinegar, obviously. Coffee! Hi, Daff. How are you doing? I crushed my coffee already, so I am really caffeinated now. That's why we gotta eat. Yeah, Vune, we did a poll earlier while you were away. And at the beginning of the stream, we had 38% of people in the stream were here because of front page yesterday. So thank you, friends, for coming back. That makes me so pumped. We're here to spread the deliciousness. We have a small army, and it just keeps getting larger and larger. Oh, Vune and Dash. So now we're gonna just pick the thyme leaves off of the stem, like that, and into the blender. The blender will do all the hard work for us. So don't have to worry about chopping anything up. That's so awesome, Titan. He is one with the bees. Never even puts on the bee suit to take those photos. And they obviously get to know you, kind of, right? I totally feel that happens. Hi, cool dude. Yeah, it is a NutriBullet. This is something we actually bought for stream because there was a couple times that I did a very small amount in the Vitamix and it just would not blend. So we picked this one up secondhand, actually, because like used equipment needs love too, right? And if it's still in good quality, it makes sense. But yeah, it works really good for smaller amounts of dressing when it's just us two, not 20 other people. Can you send Sammy to check the bees next time? Yes. Okay. Brown sugar in our lives. I'll grab the balsamic dressing. We got our bacon fat just on the stove top from the bacon that we did for the quiche. I keep my balsamic down here because it's a tall bottle. Maybe we'll do a bit of olive oil because bacon fat is quite strong, right? So the next thing I will add is the balsamic vinegar. Usually when I make a dressing, especially vinaigrette, is start with the vinegar, so the acidic base, and then you can balance out from there. So you can always add more oil or a little bit of sweetness as well. The balsamic, so Costco balsamic, I think it's pretty good. And I usually go half and half with the vinegar or acid to fat. So I'll start with that. And then we'll start with bacon fat next. Sammy, how are those pastry snacks? Are they pretty good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
This goodness. So the bacon drippings from frying the bacon for the quiche. And I always like to make the dressing in a clear bottle so you can see on the side the ratios that you have, because the oil will float on top of the vinegar. I think we're gonna do all that was in there. Insane. That's what you get too, Jen? It's a good one. Yeah, it's not bad. We don't really know how long it's aged for, but it is a product of Italy, which I think is quite important. Okay, just looking on the side so you can kind of see the ratio there of the bacon fat floating on the vinegar. We can do a touch of olive oil. Oh, yeah, go answer the poll, friends, since we have a bunch more people in here now. It's a poll of whether you've been watching the stream for a while, or we're quite curious of who is in here today after finding us yesterday. So you can like welcome in all of you new folks. Maybe help you along. That's good with the olive oil. And then we'll just do, you only really need about a teaspoon of brown sugar. You could also do something dark like molasses or maple syrup if you have it. I'm answering the poll. Guys, I've been here 3 years. You stumbled on this from a vegan stream with some girl with a dog strapped to her chest, and you're not vegan. Well, I'm honored then. I'm trying to think of who that would be, and I honestly cannot come up with who that was. But thanks for popping by, Jay. Okay, so teaspoon of brown sugar, and then we'll add a little bit of salt and pep to finish it up, and then we'll blitz it. See how it tastes. Yeah, it was you, Jen. Chips for Dinner has now started streaming. It's called Chips and Waffles. Yo, that would be killer though. This is a new idea for you. Very small amount of salt here. About half a teaspoon maybe, not even. Yeah, I like that option, Orca. Okay, now we'll twist this up. Plug this in. And then this might actually be loud when I blitz it. I find that this machine can be a touch loud, so if you have headphones, just be aware. So shake everything down into the bottom, and then away we go. Remember, it's secondhand. It's not the greatest, but it's also not the worst either. Okay, just let that kind of shake down to the bottom now because everything is stuck since we flipped it upside down, but it's looking really nice. So it really blends together. The bacon fat and the balsamic, yeah. Let's open it up, see what we made. Looks like it is a good consistency as well. Sometimes when I make it, it gets a bit thick. I see a sneaky garlic clove, but that's okay. Just give it one final stir, so that's how it should look. All is one. Hello, Birdlies. Coming in hot. I did put new food out there this morning, so he's probably so...
Maple leaf?
No.
You're not supposed to put new food out till the maple leaf.
The flicker was getting mad.
Nope.
It's perfect.
That's why we can't have kids eat a good one.
That's actually so good, guys. Is the ghost back? Don't even question it, Vune. So, doesn't really taste overpowering with bacon flavor. It's like just a little bit of smokiness on the tip of your tongue. But definitely nice mix of the garlic and the thyme for like some freshness, I would say. And then the balsamic vinegar is not a very acidic vinegar either. It's got a good sweetness to it. And yeah, all in all, I just love to serve this simply with tomatoes and lettuce as like kind of a bacon, lettuce, tomato salad. BLT salad, we made BLTs a couple weeks ago as well. We just love the bacon, lettuce, and tomato here. What can I say? Okay, I'll get the salad bowl out and we'll dress it, and then we'll try our quiche because that is nice and rested up too. And this meal complete today is for Miss Kiwi Mish. Fork. Orca says yuck. Oh man, Orca. Oh man, oh man. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. That's a bit dark. Sacrifice it for myself. It's still so hot. Like I can't even hold the bottom. It's still that hot. So yeah, just pour this over. I think I'm just gonna pick out this little garlic clove straggler, unless somebody enjoys crunching down on a raw garlic clove, but I don't think it would be me. Cute little quiche. Exactly, Jen. Rosemary can be nice in this dressing as well. I find that the bacon and balsamic can hold up to some of those stronger flavored herbs. Pop that there, pop that there. I'm just gonna take a quick photo for myself. And then away we go. Do you have your phone by you or is it charging? Oh, nice. Thank you. But I think I might switch it out for the photo for the crust that's not as dark. Yes, I can. Or you can after I'm done with your phone. Doot. We'll pop that one up over there still. How about that? They're so cute. How do you balance out all the cheese and the bacon? With a bacon salad. There you go. Okay, ready? Looks so good, Mish. I hope it's good. It definitely seems like it's set up, so I'm not worried about that at all. I definitely want to taste this first, since it is hot still. 33% of people in chat right now are not actually here. I love it. "21% of people have been here for 3 years." Nice. Yeah, mimosas. Well, I am going to have a little sip of this. Maybe once we're done tasting, we'll have a nice little toast together for the awesome weekend. Yeah. And to all the new people coming in. High road closed. Okay, I'm just going right for it. Pastry's nice and flaky and crisp. So far, so good. Holy, what even is gonna be this bite right now? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's really hot still. Give it a little blow. My stomach is so primed for this bonk. I've been fasting all morning. Usually I have a little snack, but I was waiting for this. Okay, I'm going for the big bite. That's really good. Just want to show you how it looks in there. Really good. Like the pastry is so light and buttery and flaky. Adds that bit of like crisp texture that I feel like we need because the middle's so soft. The bacon has a nice chew to it. Adds some substance in the filling of the pie. And then the cheese just like makes the eggs melt in your mouth. It's really good. I can see like a little drizzle of hot sauce being super good over this too. Simple food is the best food. Yeah, that's Mish's motto. I will adopt it as well. And thank you, Mish, for requesting this today. Okay, I'm gonna go for just an eggy bite.
Quiche for the Mish.
Yeah, quiche for the Mish today. Make sure our bottom crust is good too. Oh man. Oh, I was starting to cut through the tin. Can't see the cheesy bits. There we go. That's the forkful I just pulled out of there. But yeah, insanity. That's why I was saying you can't have too much cheese because then the mixture's not actually gonna stick together even once it's been cooked. So we're definitely on the border there. I think it's also super important the mixture of cheeses that you use. So the cheddar Asiago and Gruyere just combines to be like super flavorful. Not just meltiness. Oh yeah, chives. I don't even think they're needed. Merlion. Forgot the chives for the photo. I could take another one with the other quiche there, but it's fine. It doesn't need it, and I'm happy to say that, right? Okay, I'm gonna have one more bite and then we'll get into the salad because health. Nice, Nike. You ordered some dang wing stop. Wang-a-lang dangs in your life. And thanks, Minute Man. Okay. That's so nummy. I like the little single serving too. Although it's kind of like a double. If you can eat all of that quiche in one serving, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, the chives will give you the fresh oniony bite for sure. I don't find this to be too rich though, I will say that. I'm actually so happy to hear that, Mish. Yeah, just change my meal plan for tomorrow because of this. You would crush it, Bonk? Okay, let's do quiche. Quiche versus Kate's head. Usually I like measure out portions to the size of my head, and if it goes any bigger than your head, that's a bit much. So just be questionable about that, but not too large. I think we'll be okay. Okay, this salad. Mish, are you gonna make the salad with it? So like, look at how the dressing just kind of coats everything, creates that sheen. Yeah, that's a hot tip right there. Yeah, if you have a bigger head, that means you can eat more, Vune.
Here at 2 for his quiche.
Perfect, it'll be like rested up in the best way possible. Cutting board question, in this specific case, does it matter which way around you have the board? Because they show it two-sided. One side probably has a drip tray and the other one probably doesn't. Oh my gosh, I'm accepting Dutch cookies. Is it Stroop waffles? Are the Dutch cookies on the internet Stroop waffles? So yeah, the one side that's just flat like mine, Orca, that's like for an everyday purpose. And then if you flip it, it has the ridge around to catch if you're like carving meats or anything, and it's juicing out. And that way it just won't run off of the board. Yeah, maybe a big mouth. Thanks, Annalie. Okay, excuse me. Got a little belch of approval for the chef. Excuse me. You made pizza today because ours looks so good, and you might make this tomorrow. Do it, friends, and then post it up in the Discord. And see your tasty creations at home, because that means that we're spreading the deliciousness. We inspired you to create something tasty for yourself. And if you get to share it with someone else, that's just a bonus. Okay, I'm going for a big bite here. This is one of my favorite salads ever. Might just be a perfect combo for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I would say. You've been using your cutting board wrong and it's bent? Use the little lip to keep your study on the counter. That's an achievement, yeah, in itself, Orca. Well done. So satisfying. You can tell I've made that bacon dressing so many dang times that I pretty much nail it on the first try for flavor. That's a dressing we used to make for brunch service at the restaurant where Sam and I met. We were working together. It was for a steak and egg brunch salad. So pretty much like how we did it with the greens and the tomato. That was the salad dressed with the bacon balsamic vin, and then it got a grilled steak with a sunny side up egg on it. Oh my gosh, it was so, so good. Okay, friends, that's it. Complete. I told you it was gonna be a simple and easy Sunday stream. And yes, Bonk, exactly. So pro tip, buy a non-slip shelf liner to trim and just under the sides of the board. Ready for this? Do, 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 do. And you can even see my flowery mess on the side from today. That's what I use. And this thing doesn't move at all. It's actually really hard to like push it once it's on there. Like it takes a lot of effort. So yeah, pro tip for sure. And then I still have the extra roll, so whenever that stuff gets funky underneath, if it does, just cut a new one. Yeah, where are all the dishes? Sammy's off the hook today, I guess, presto. And hi, Butt Burglar, I hope you've been well. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub, 19 months in a row. And obviously you see that first badge there for Butt Burglar, longtime viewer of the stream. Thank you for popping in as well, and thank you for the sub. Yeah, I hope you and the fam are good, and the kiddos. I always love seeing your updates on Instagram, so keep it up for sure. And yeah, we're actually just finishing up the stream. I'm so happy to hear that you made quiche yesterday. Ours turned out awesome. Look, like you can tell how cheesy it is because the quiche just kind of keeps oozing down. It's eggs and bacon held together with cheese, if we're being honest. Just turned 7. Wow. Aw, they're growing up so quick. That is true, Bonk. Yeah, a damp cloth under a cutting board also works, but it is damp. So if you're using a wood board, it's not really the best thing to have wet wood, right? That's where you get bacteria growth. Yeah, Tatri, done a bacon grease and Dijon dressing a few times. Try it with balsamic next time, for sure. I could have put Dijon mustard into that too. That would have been good. You don't taste it. You made a huge quiche, a full pie dish size spinach and feta with thyme. I was literally talking about that to be another option because I have goat feta in the fridge right now. I was like, I bet a spinach and feta quiche would be really good. That's hilarious, but... And thanks, Tony. Thank you, friends. So before we finish up here and go find somebody to raid, we will be back on Thursday coming up next week. So we take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off to compose ourselves. I will be posting the new menu tomorrow for the week. So stay tuned for that in Discord. And I also posted on my channel page on Twitch. Yeah, we'll be back Thursday, guys. It was a wonderful week. Crazy that it went by so quick. I can't believe that we're here. Seriously insane. And yeah, if you miss us at all, we do have a YouTube channel that we sometimes post on. We're definitely gonna get better at it and add more new content in the upcoming months. Ah, yes, BB Bubs. I love when you guys redeem the raid option with pots and pans. Let's go see his bull. Oh, that's a good one, Maya. Spray the damp cloth with some vinegar. It might prevent mold development, but a bit stinky, if you will, at the same time. He's on a partner push? Okay, then definitely, my dude. Definitely, and thank you for that. But yeah, friends, thanks for the awesome weekend full of tasty, tasty foods. We're always cooking up something different here. There's a few things that we do over and over, like our pizza days, sometimes burgers, stuff like that. But for the most part, we always try and do something new. Yeah, you're very welcome, Hippie. And yeah, thank you for all the time you spend with us. It's like, I know it's a big feat for us, but also you guys being here, all of the streams, like that's a big commitment too. So just thank you for all of the time spent. Mom and Dad are doing good, but Mom and Dad are doing great, I would say. Okay, well, I'll get that raid set up and then away we go. Yeah, all is well out here. The last week out here on the West Coast has just been absolutely beautiful, soaking up the sun. Thanks, BB Bubs. Yeah, I'm gonna go finish the rest of this. We got our friend coming over, but very happy. Quick stream, it was simple, which means there's not a ton of cleanup after because we don't really want to be doing that the rest of Sunday, do we? Okay, I'm gonna hit this button. Let's get linked up here and go see what Hanbi is making, a fellow food and drink streamer. So keep supporting them all months, all through April. All right, guys, thank you for everything this week. It really means a lot. The gifted subs, the resubs, the bits, the new follows. Welcome in, new crew that found us yesterday. And I hope you come back next Thursday. We take our weekdays off because, well, we work on weekends. It's kind of a chef thing, I would say. But yeah, other than that, if you need us at all, we will be around on Discord all week. Same with Twitch. I have a couple of whispers to answer too on there, so stay tuned. All right, I'm gonna hit that button.
Bye.
Love you guys, and bye.